One wriggly little worm on its own. That'll probably catch a fish. What do you reckon? Well, looks like me luck saying I've got one, I think. Oh, I'm all over the shop. Definitely got one on. Oh damn, it's hard to hold the camera and wind in at the same time. That's a very big one. Oh, come on. I can't film and fish at the same time, damn it. Well, it's the first time I fished from a kayak, and it's the first time I've caught a fish from a kayak. Ooh, he's not a bad size. Oh. Damn, camera's getting soaking wet here. Oh, I'm gonna take to get the net. Oh. Oh, I'm gonna get all slimy now. Not a bad size him. I'll cook him later. Brown trout, by the way. Just finding somewhere to park up. The trouble is I know one or two good places I can wild camp. It's just getting out because the banks are so steep. Damn. There's probably only about 2 hours of, I mean, it's middle of summer. A week past the solstice, so it doesn't really get dark till about 11. It's getting on for 8:30ish, I think. 8:30, 9 o'clock. It doesn't give us much time. I might not even have time to cook this fish. I think I'll just pull in here, you know. This is as good as any. Beggars can't be choosers. It's a little bit swampy up there. It's all overgrown since the last time I was here fishing. See, I'm just spinning around in circles here. I left a skeg off the kayak. It's a bit like a upside down fin. Well, it's like a shark's fin, but it faces down and it stops the kayak from fishtailing when you're paddling. Apparently it improves your performance by 30%. Because what I planned on doing, I was going to sleep in this, but it doesn't feel like it's wide enough. I brought my bivy and I brought a tarp. I don't really need a tarp, it's not forecast to rain. What I could do is flip this sort of on its side and sort of like lie underneath on the mat in the bivy bag, and if it does rain, it gives us some protection. This is where the fun begins. Oh dear, how to get out without falling in the water. Come on. Oh dear. Well, this could be home for the night. It's actually quite sandy here. I fish here quite often and it's all overgrown now, but it's basically quite sandy and flat. And there's a very small stream a few yards away, which, I mean, I brought fresh water, but I'll need to clean the fish. The only thing is I'm a little bit too close to the water, so I'll probably get bitten later. The wind's dropped and that means the midges are due to come out. Well, my plan is to line her there in the bivy bag. I've used the oars because the oars split into two. Put them up into there. So basically I've got somewhere to lie and I'm not going to get soaking wet. I'm not going to waste any time looking for tinder because it's getting dark and I haven't got time. So always carry bits of inner tube, easy to get a fire going. Big lighter, always handy. Chalk cloth. Steel off an old file and a bit of flint. So I've got a few different ways to light fire, and I've got trusty fire steel on the old knife there with the Ranger bands, which you can also burn if need be. I think what I'll do for quickness, these cotton pads, I cut them in half but they're soaked in candle wax. I'll use one of those, get a fire going fairly quickly because it's getting dark, it's 10 o'clock. Although they're soaked in candle wax, if you increase the surface area, tease the fibres apart, it will take a lot quicker, a lot easier. That's what I found anyway. It's not like a good fire to get the spirit up. Getting dark now. That'll make a nice dinner, I suppose. Not a bad size, really. Oh man, I better get a move on because it's getting dark. I found some dock leaves so I can wrap the fish up in those and just put them on the edge of the fire and cook it slowly for 20 minutes, 25 minutes sort of thing. Ooh. Nearly jumped back into the river. There we go. Just need a rinse. I know you can use nettles as cordage, you know, to tie them up, but I'm sure if I just wrap the fish enough turns with enough leaves, it should be okay. Doesn't look very pretty, but as long as it cooks the fish and doesn't dry it out. Plenty of coals there, but it's still a little bit hot. Let's put it there. On the edge of the fire. time is it? 20 to 11. So give it about 11 o'clock. Should be cooked. I forgot my 3-in-1 coffee. I've got some tea bags, but I'm going to need milk, so it's going to be black tea, I think. Better than nothing, I suppose. I'm not bothered about keeping the fire going all night. All I want to do is boil that water for a brew, cook the fish, and that's it. Just let it go out. I don't know if you can see that. Getting a nice rolling boil on there now, and it's took about just over 5 minutes. The fish on the other side there on the edge of the fire, slow cooking. This handy little device, bit of bent wire, and I can just go on there like that, and lift it out. Voila! And obviously you can hang it with a bit of rope or whatever over the fire, or you can just put it in the coals, and that's the best way, let it cook in the coals. Too much faff finding sticks or whatever to make a tripod. Fish is looking just about done. Been in about 20 minutes. Give it a few minutes more, I think. Anybody got any ghost stories? Oh God, they're coming to lock me up. Ooh, squeal like a pig, boy. Oh, calm down. Well, the fish is done, but I haven't brought a plate. I brought the Crusader cup. I'll have to do. In the trusty spoke. Titanium. Hardly weighs anything. Okay, make sure you get a good look at that. Oh, bloody hell, smoke in my eyes. I need a stick. I've burnt them out. Oh dear. Oh, I'm as much use as a chocolate fire guard. You think you're so prepared, you know, when you come camping. And then when you get here, you're not really. I better give it a couple of minutes to cool, because it will continue cooking for a few minutes. Well, I haven't got much in the way of flavouring except sand and a bit of coriander. Can you see alright? Looks a bit, it's dripping, so it's dripping with juice, so it must be succulent still. Tell you what, I'll just hold it down to the end of the cup, otherwise I'm going to get sand all over it. It's cooled down a little bit now, I can hold it without that. Done its job. Bit manking, but a bit of wire wool will get that off. The resin and whatever. Get rid of that tea bag. Black tea, not very nice. Could do with a bit of sugar in it. I burnt my lips off there. Try some brown trout. You can't get much fresher than this. Bones and all. That's not bad, that, like. you don't get to taste the river water when if you put herbs in and stuff, it kills the taste. What time is it now? 11:15. It's very gritty. That's the thing, you know, when you don't have proper running water. I mean, I rinsed it in the river, but it's still gritty. There's sand in the dock leaves. I should have washed them as well, like. But not colours. Good luck. It's definitely cooked because the bone is just pulling off the flesh. So that was about 25 minutes. Perfectly cooked. They've got all this lovely white fish. That's that gone. Hello YouTubers. By the time you get to see this, I'll be lying in a proper bed, nice and warm. Got a bone in me, stuck in me gum, between my teeth and me gum, yuck. Pause time. Anybody want a sarnie? I bought all that bait, but I'm never going to eat it. I wasn't going to waste that fish. 3 chocolate bars, peanuts, sarnies, more than enough there. A couple of tea bags. Well, I think I'll wash up and then I'll turn in. Before I go to sleep, I'll show you my bivy, my setup for the night. British Army bivy bag. Doesn't take up much room in the backpack. It folds up nice and small. Last little look before I get into bed. Got my long johns and my woolly hat. Rest of my gear's over here. It's midnight now, so that'll actually be north there. Or no, British summer time, so at 1 o'clock the sun will be sort of north. So that's probably north there. That's the view. Never totally gets dark this time of year. You can even see the reflection of the sky off the water still. I can see the stars twinkling in the water. Everything looks spooky in the dark. It's like a scene from another planet. Strange looking plants. Never mind, I'm going to bed. Morning campers. Had a good sleep, although I was woken up abruptly by a pigeon flapping around overhead. The ground was a bit lumpy, but I should have checked that before I went to bed. You're probably wondering why I've got the football. Well, I thought I could have a use for it. You know, like keep water in it or something, or the rubber bladder inside, I could use that to start a fire, but I never really needed it, so I just sort of left it there. I'll probably take it with us and give it to some kids, although it's bust I think, so I don't know. It's hard to get a lie in the woods. I mean, it was about 9:30, I woke up, I tried to sleep in as long as I could. But there's too much noise from the birds and the pigeons were flapping like crazy. Blackbird there, here. I'm actually on the path here, but it's so overgrown, nobody's been coming along except the odd fisherman. So going by boat's probably a good idea at the minute. Better get a move on because I think it's going to rain. I'd rather get everything home dry and air it off rather than everything soaking wet. So another quick pan and then I'll be off.